Bottle fort, we go raping fort.
That's how we start off the podcast.
Recording now?
Okay, yep, we're recording now after
What, an
quite
hour?
a few technical difficulties.
3 hours worth.
And now someone's getting a fucking phone call? Or is that a text
Nope,
message?
that was a text. I'm going to put my phone on silent now.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
You'd think as the host I would know to do that.
Do
but-
that for what?
You're very unprofessional.
Okay, so this is the second time recording. I don't know if this will be the second or first one that goes out because we still have to edit the other one. I've got Dirty here again, and my brother Dan.
Hello. Real quick, guys, Max, Dirty, please. Play by play. Please commentate what I'm going to do for the next, 30 seconds, okay? You got it?
I
Got
don't
it.
think so.
I got it.
One of you guys, okay.
Okay, Dan's waving. He grabbed a Butterfinger wrapper.
He's opening up a beer.
Beer's open.
He's deep throating that beer. Jesus. He's chugging it. Got the foam. Didn't drop.
And it's gone. That's very, it's very impressive.
Thank you.
Think that also might be a sign of early onset alcoholism.
That'll be alright.
Yeah, like you have any room to talk.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Asshole.
Ugh, man. Okay. I'm going to enjoy this one now.
Take 2 minutes to drink that one.
Yeah, two and a half.
Okay, so what?
How's everyone doing?
Good.
It's a Saturday.
It's Saturday night. It's the 2nd of November.
I'm alright. I expected this to start a lot sooner.
Dirty, you're over here sipping on a cola. Really,
I'm being responsible tonight. I
Dragging
had
it.
quite a bit to drink last night.
We both did.
I'm being responsible tonight. I only had 9.
Since 9.
Yeah. What time is it now? 9:15. Oh, not even. Not even 9 o'clock. 9 since 9 this morning.
So, shit.
Okay then.
I can edit that out. Yeah, I felt like something was in my eyeball.
You had a booger.
Hmm?
You had a booger.
Yeah. Okay, so, Dirty, why aren't you drinking a beer? We got.
Because I have to drive home a little bit later, and I don't feel like slamming them down like I was yesterday.
They're
so
free.
I know, and I appreciate that, but I already took a chance last night driving home. So
You are one of the most odd human beings I know. So, we went to a bar. How far away is that? About a half mile away.
I'm at a 20, 30-second walk.
Well, no, so we go there and we're sitting outside by a fire with some kids we went to school with and
Kids.
people, yeah, adults. And at some point in the night, I realized Dirty's not here. I don't see him. I haven't seen him for a while.
Dirty's gone. Dirty's gone.
oh yeah, dude, I left his ass.
He got cold and walked home.
Well, I also saw you, like, I kind of saw you messing up. You were kind of like messing around with this big chick, and I was like, you know what? I'm not dragging him out of this.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. It was the big show.
Well, so instead of helping me and saving your friend,
I
you
fucking
just
left.
decided
Friend.
to dip the fuck out.
friend.
Yeah, how many
Whose
times
friend's
have you
here?
fucking left me there? Like,
What's that?
How many times have you done that shit to me,
I've
asshole?
never just
Oh,
left you.
bullshit. You remember that one time when I passed out and you were going to leave my ass there?
Wait, was that when you passed out in the bathroom?
I didn't really pass out in the bathroom. I threw
I was
up
taking
in
a
the
nap.
bathroom.
Okay. I was going to bounce back. I knew what I was doing, all right?
I just couldn't walk out of the bathroom.
Yeah, I had to go and pull a former classmate of ours out of the bar to the bathroom, and we literally carried you out of that bar.
Yeah, begrudgingly.
Against my will.
Like, I mean, I've had to drive you home plenty times and stop just so that you can throw up in Taco Bell drive-thru.
Yeah,
Taco Bell.
that's very true.
Rookie. Throw up a taco. I threw up in front of a police station last week, 2 weekends ago.
What's the story behind that? Were you sick or drunk?
Hungover.
Oh.
Well.
Well, I guess it would have been 3 weekends ago. So it was 12th, Dre and I got engaged. So we go to the bars in the town we're in. Everyone's buying us drinks. Stay the night. I threw up that night. Wake up, terribly hungover. Well, got a 2-hour drive home. Might as well just get in the car and do it. Get in the car, we're driving, about a half hour in. Go, yeah, you're going to have to pull over. Pull over. In front of a police station in this little town. Throwing up. All right, let's get out of here now.
Just some random town. It wasn't at home or anything.
No.
You stopped over solely to.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it was one of the state roads, you know, like a highway road.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, stop, please. For the love of God.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be worse. I've done several things at different bars.
Yeah, this is nothing.
Pissing right outside of the bars, right outside the door.
Oh, yeah.
You did this?
Oh, hell yeah. I've done it plenty of times.
Was I there?
No.
You would have been holding it. You would have known.
You would have had it in your mouth.
Oh, my God.
No. Just go outside, you piss right outside the door, and then you go back in, or...
I can truthfully say I've never done that.
Really?
But you'll
Yeah.
pee inside, like, water bottles in your room when there's a bathroom across the hall.
Yeah.
You're an animal.
Well, he used to piss in, like, we'd be on a road trip and he'd just piss in a cup or in a bottle or something.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hang on till we got to the place we were going to, and then he would throw it out.
It's in my blood.
He can't pee in public, but he can do that.
Yeah, he can have his penis out in public.
Well, I mean, I
can't
could
urinate.
do
In-
that. I
in
just
theory.
haven't.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I do a lot of dumb things when I'm drunk, and a lot of
And
dumb
when you're
things.
sober.
Well, yeah, but yeah, the dumbness level is a lot higher when I'm drunk. But
Standards also go down when you're drunk.
all right, we talked about this literally the entire last podcast. Can we get over
I'm
it,
just
please?
saying, man, that was bad last night.
Well, I think in statistics they call this an inverse relationship, right?
We're going to have an intervention for this. Not for your drinking, just for your terrible decision making.
Oh my!
Standards
I
go
know.
down. Inverse relation. That's great.
If you would have been a real friend and said, "Hey, you shouldn't
were
be
trying
doing
to get
this,"
laid. That
Perhaps
wasn't going
not.
to stop you.
I was not trying to get laid.
Oh, shit. I
it-
saw how you two were talking.
It did. My dick did not work last night. She tried.
That's because you're old.
She tried. Oh God.
She tried smacking it. Like, oh.
Oh my god.
No offense to anyone's cat.
Huh?
Nothing. I want to share a dream that I had with you guys, real quick.
Okay.
We were talking about Steve asked me earlier about Cleveland, city of Cleveland, and also asked me about one Ben Shapiro. And it's a really weird dream. It was last night.
I've got the Cleveland, beautiful, spacious Cleveland skyline.
That's the ugliest fucking skyline I've ever seen, and I've seen the Goshen skyline. So I had this dream last night. Okay, just let me get through all this. You can ask as many questions. As a matter of fact, yeah, interrupt me if you need to, because I've got this written in bullet points.
Okay.
Oh.
You mapped out your dream.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So Ben Shapiro convinced me to go to Cleveland to pick up a shipment of prescription pills for him, to sell, like he's pimping me out to go get the stuff.
Okay.
Right. So I go to Cleveland. He gave me half of the payment before, which I think was like $10,000. I can't remember the dollar amount, like 10 or 15 grand. Not bad. Not a bad little payday. And so he gave me half the money, and I got there by bus. Like I took like a charter bus there.
Like a Greyhound.
I don't know if it was a Greyhound, but it might have been like a knockoff Greyhound, like a
Yeah. But I mean like a Greyhound.
the idea of the Greyhound. Yes.
Paid like $10. Got there one way.
Yes. And wasn't much to it. I got there, got the pills, got back, and so the bus dropped everybody off at like Walmart parking lot, like the Walmart, not the Elkhart, not the
Yep.
Dunlap Walmart,
Yep.
the Walmart with the horse and buggies.
Yeah.
And everyone dropped everyone off there, and Ben Shapiro's sitting in the car, like in the fire lane, like by the doors.
What kind of car was it?
Just some crappy 4-door sedan.
Okay.
It was probably my car. He was sitting in some piece of shit. And so I'm like, I look at him, and he knows I see him, and I know he sees me. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go into Walmart and buy a drink. I go in there and I got a Snapple. I don't even drink Snapple. Go in there, come out, and cops are surrounding his car.
Oh shit!
And so they put him into the car, and then they pull me in. They don't read me my rights. They don't cuff me or anything. They just throw me into the car. And they tell me why he's there, why he's in the car, which probably goes against every code. Like, how do they know we're connected? They're just going to tell some random guy, he's in the backseat of our car for this reason, right?
Right.
And for whatever reason, I confess, like, to whatever, he convinced me to go buy pills in Cleveland. It's not like I crossed international borders. Like, I went to Guatemala to get coke or anything like that. It was, I went to Cleveland to get some Xanax. And so I'm in jail. But it's like a school, right? There's classrooms, and I was in a classroom, and it was like a language arts thing, which I'm good with language arts. God damn it. And like my football coaches were there, which was really weird. My college football coaches, like they were the teachers and stuff, and they were there like, oh, I'm disappointed in you, son. Doing the stuff. You're in jail. But like they know me well enough to appoint me as like the I'm like I'm in charge of playing music in this like PE, like everybody's on like a stationary bike. It's like, oh, you go ahead and pick the music for this class. Like, okay. The class ends and I go back to my little bunk or my dorm or whatever. And the actual human embodiment of Eric Cartman was there.
Was it dirty?
No, it was like Eric. Yeah. And I go, hey man, just let me call my mom and tell her that I'm in jail just so she knows. He's like, okay. He's like, really cool or whatever. I call mom and tell her, like, yeah, I'm in jail. She's like, what the hell happened? And I tell her how. She goes, okay, well, let me know how it goes. All right. And so after all that, I woke up from the dream from my cat punching out my ball sack.
Okay. So Ben Shapiro.
Yes.
So was he a rat or a snitch or whatever?
No, he wanted the money.
They just stumbled onto you guys.
They knew. They're like this Shapiro guy running this illegal Xanax ring.
I could see him on like Adderall or something like that.
Not
But
fast he talks, yeah.
Yeah, but not like a Xanax. It's a fucking dream, so I don't know why I'm psychoanalyzing it. But
I'm just so astounded that I knew that it stuck out so much. That's fucking Ben Shapiro, but like it was only for a fraction of anything that actually happened. It's so weird and vivid though. Like I remember the layout of everything. Very weird. That went on a lot longer than I thought it was gonna. I thought it was gonna be like 60 seconds for me to explain it. It took forever.
Yeah, well, you had to set the scene, and
Set the scene.
That's a very
Tackle and fuel.
I can't wrap my mind around
Taking your glasses off.
that. Yeah, I can wrap my mind around taking my glasses off, but.
Wait. So I do have a question. This for both of you. Do you guys like often dream? Because I don't dream often,
yeah.
but when I do, it's like some crazy shit.
Yeah, I dream like every night pretty much.
I've had dreams involving this fool.
This fool or Ben Shapiro fool?
This fool.
Oh.
Where? You remember the one time I sent you the text and it was a
Picture of your wiener?
No. So I don't know why the hell we were like on one side, like the industrial park side of like Elkhart, but there was like this bar that they set up and it was like fucking nice. It was kind of like an outside type of bar, and this is probably like the summertime.
They had $2 shots.
I don't even remember going to the bar. I just remember I'm in my Jeep. He was in the fucking Corvette at the time. He fucking ran someone over. He ran someone over. And I'm behind him. I'm like, did he just fucking run that guy over? And he gets out of the car and fucking runs like a cheetah down the road. And I'm sitting there in my Jeep. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I'm a witness to this. So, like, I fucking pull my Jeep over. And I'm trailing him. I'm trying to catch up to him while he's on foot. And I'm like, get in the fucking car. Get in the fucking car. The cops are going to be here. And he's like, no, I'm not getting in the car. I'm like, get the fuck in the car.
No.
Did we get away?
I guess you got in the car, but like, then it went into then it was like another weird dream where
You have a lot of dreams about my brother.
no, this one was more about crashing his car. I was driving his car and I crashed it. But like, for some reason, I had his car, and I was supposed to pick him up. So, and I was like, I was like drinking heavily, fucking driving. I'm on Snapchat. I've got a story of me taking a drink out of the bottle.
Are you sure this is a dream? I feel like I've seen this before, like a week ago.
You've seen similar things.
Oh, okay.
But like in the dream, when I'm taking a picture for Snapchat for the story, as soon as I got the bottle in my mouth, I hit something like you know those like little yellow poles that go up to it's like knee height.
Yeah.
I fucking hit it, and like I'm like, oh shit, but like I don't see it. I don't see it come out the back of the car. So I'm like, that's weird. It must be stuck under the car. I must be dragging it. But like I get out there and like I'm like that's. I go around and like there's no impression of where I hit it. So I'm like, I'm in the free and clear. Anyways, for some reason I go to this like it's like a multi-story car park or something.
In Goshen? Elkhart?
It was like Elkhart.
Here?
I was like, that's weird. Like, when the hell did this get here? And I'm pulling in, but like one of them is like it's like a garage, and it's almost like how in Grand Theft Auto it's like just an empty out garage, and there's like a fucking motorcycle on the left. There's a car on the right, and I'm trying to go into the middle. I fucking pinned the motorcycle up, and like I fucked up his door, and I'm like. And then I go and I get him, and like we come out and we discover his car. I'm like, who the fuck hit your car with that motorcycle? And like he's all mad, and he goes up there. I'm like, oh thank God, there's no cameras. There's fucking cameras in there. He goes down, and like he's like, I want you to sign something. It's like on his phone. It's like a transfer thing. It's like money from my account going to him. I'm like, what the fuck? And then it just like ended.
So I started sucking his dick, right?
I wish it was that easy.
Oh my god.
Shit. Is this like a PG? Are we not supposed to be cursing? Or can we curse?
We can say whatever we want to.
Fuck.
Yep.
Fuck.
There are probably a couple words you shouldn't say.
Like
the N word would probably get banned.
Yeah, you know.
That's about it, I think. Yeah.
Probably shouldn't use that F word with the G in it.
I think faggot's fine.
Frugal.
Oh.
No, that'd probably be hate speech. That gets flagged like you remember in like the early 1940s with Germany and that party that dominated.
Oh yeah.
That gets flagged.
You can't say that word.
That gets flagged automatically.
Are you serious?
Yes.
What the fuck? Okay, well,
So
I'm gonna have to have.
you just blank it out.
I'm gonna have to have editor Tom.
Tom, when you pull that video up, Tam. Where you at, Tam?
Yeah, but you're not gonna be able to use him. He just took all that time for midweek
Yes.
for our logo, which I gotta say it actually does look pretty decent.
It ain't terrible. I've seen worse.
For that fucking imbecile. It's
You're gonna assault your
pretty good.
editor like that?
Yes.
Trust me. Hey, we start making any money off of this, he's gone.
Yeah. Booking it.
He is gone.
I don't eat sweets. I don't eat candy or cake or anything like
As
that.
you're opening a Butterfinger.
Hold on, let me
This
explain.
fourth
This is a
Butterfingers.
qualifier, okay. But Butterfingers and Crunches, I can't keep my little
Really?
hands off of them, yeah.
Oh yeah, crunches are awesome.
Give me that Baby Ruth.
Yeah, go ahead, take that.
But like, ice cream, never want it. Cake, never want it.
I'm not a big sweets person anymore. I used to be.
Salty
but-
food.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can't, like chips, can't stop with chips. Chips, nuts,
Yeah.
peanuts,
Right. Yeah. So basically, I'll get heart disease before I'll get diabetes, which is fine.
Yeah. Slow, painful death. Especially
Yes,
after eating
dirty,
meat.
dirty. You'll have both. But you're how old
At
are
the
you?
same time.
27.
Yeah.
You'll-
So by 30, I'll be
41.
say 41.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Wow.
I said something to him yesterday about being. How old did I say you were?
I don't remember how old you said I was.
But you got pretty triggered by that.
Old enough to be our daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think some chick said. I think some chick at work said I was like 28 or something. She said I was 28, and
She said I was 1 year older than I actually am. Ooh.
Yeah, I flipped out. I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Hey!
And I think she's like 30, and I was like, "You're 32, you old bitch." She's like, "I'm 31." I'm like, "Yeah, it doesn't feel too good, does it?"
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I mind if people think I'm. No, I do mind. Never mind.
Well,
That would piss me off.
Dude, people thought that you were like 15 when we graduated.
Yeah, I know.
well, he was 15 when you guys graduated.
Yeah.
You know
I just
what?
stopped buying them cigarettes last year.
There's this is completely unrelated, so you can go ahead and cut me off if you need to. There's a Mitch Hedberg joke about stairs or escalators turning into stairs.
Uh-huh.
The escalators can, if they stop, they turn to stairs. Sorry for the convenience.
Yeah.
And so I work in a store, and it's got 2 stories, and we got escalators, right? There's like an emergency stop button. Constantly, once a week, somebody hits this fucking emergency stop button just because they don't know how to ride an escalator.
Are you
It's not an actual emergency. They're just like, oh, I don't know how to do an escalator. Stop. I'll just walk down like stairs.
Are you serious?
Yeah, oh yeah. And then they leave and just never think anything about it. Don't tell anybody.
Right.
And
of
then,
course.
so we have to call people out to turn a key to get it moving again. Anyway, so I remember one time, this is a terrible story. I'll just go ahead and preface this now.
Okay.
But there's this woman standing at the top of the escalator. I'm like getting off my lunch or something, and I'm walking out there. And the woman had been standing there for like 3-4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
She's got stuff in her arms. And I look at her. She goes, "The stairs aren't moving." Yeah, the escalator. Somebody stopped it. She's like, "How am I supposed to get my stuff down?" I was like, "Well, I'm gonna walk." she's like, "Wow, really? In a store? Okay." And she had like 2 things. So I get down the stairs and I look back and there she is with 0 problem. She gets down the bottom of the stairs. And I was like, I should just go ahead and print off a sign that says sorry for the convenience. Like, we have stairs to get up and down.
That's amazing.
I was just thinking about the awkward silence we had. So I had to,
Yeah.
sorry for the convenience.
But it's.
It is.
How do you not know how to ride an escalator? Just.
How do you not know how to? Oh, there's stairs here, and I have stuff that I need to get down.
Oh, they're not used to that.
No, not to mention the fact we have an elevator with a giant sign that says "elevator left."
Will either of you be triggered if I smoke here?
No. Only if
Why
you
would I?
only if you get me another beer.
Max, can you get Dan a beer and grab one for yourself?
I'm 0.25% triggered.
Are you actually gonna get a beer
Get him a beer.
and yourself?
This.
Do not throw it.
Yeah, that's the first thing I was gonna do.
Well, you went. Cocked your arm back.
Can I try that then, Dan? Can I just try a sip of it?
Hey, shout out to friend of the show Triple H for conducting a very nice SmackDown on Friday night.
I didn't see any of that. Was that any good?
I only saw highlights.
I did. What is this called? Soul?
SOL, soul, yes. It means sun. It tastes really good with lime in it. I mean, Max, you grab me a beer, please. It's dirty. No, I'm joking.
I feel like that doesn't
Get it
have a-
because he was drinking a lot of it.
Just get it.
No.
Well, you're already
no.
there, so go ahead and grab
Okay,
me.
yeah,
Grab
yeah.
a second one of you.
I feel like that doesn't have a lot of flavor.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe it's because I've had this Miller Lite assaulting my taste buds, but
Yeah. In a tin can too.
yeah.
Do you like Miller Lite in a bottle?
think anything's better in a bottle.
Oh yeah. It tastes so acidic in a can.
Vodka tastes better out the bottle too.
No, vodka tastes better with ginger ale and lime juice.
Ginger ale and lime. I don't know that I've
He's
ever.
not
had
an
that.
alcoholic like you. He needs something to go with it.
It's like a Moscow Mule, Steve.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever had Moscow
Yes,
Mule?
I have. They're usually served in the like copper.
Have you ever had vodka, Steve? Do you know what water is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
water.
aware. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So we went to Disney World in Orlando, end of July. Fucking drove there 16 hours.
Fuck that.
Never again. So we get there. We drove through the night. We got there around 10:30 a.m. And we're
Did
like,
you guys drive 16 hours straight?
oh yeah, oh yeah. We did 4-hour shifts. No. Yeah, 4-hour shifts. No.
You did shifts.
We did 2 8-hour shifts, but the thing is, we broke them up into 4 hours. So like, we drive 4 hours, stop, stretch, get something to eat.
Right.
Drive for in the last like hour and a half, every like 15 minutes, we'd be like, "You gotta drive. I'm falling asleep." 15 minutes later, "You gotta drive. I'm falling asleep." 15. So we get there. It's 10:30. We're like, "Well, shit. The day's just started. We can't not do anything." And we were renting a house for the week that
Like
we were
an Airbnb.
I don't know if it was Airbnb,
But-
but yeah.
yeah.
Yes, it was a house. And it had a pool and everything. So we're like, well, let's go get some beer, just get fucked up. And like, so we go and we got a bunch of beer and a bunch of vodka and ginger ale and limes and shit. So
Nice. Was it just you two there?
I don't know. It was me, her, and her family, which
Oh, okay.
was 4 other people. So 6 of us total. But, excuse me. Shoot. Yeah, it was Moscow Mules, homemade. For whatever reason, you'd think that'd be worse. Made at home.
Right, yeah.
You'd think, a bartender, he knows what he's doing. He can make it really well. At home, the best. Maybe because you can, fine tune it and whatever.
Right,
But
yeah. So like, were you guys riding rides and stuff there, or were you just?
yeah, I fucking hate rides too. I hate heights. I hate the fast and shit. I was like, well, I'm only gonna do this once in a while. I might as well go ahead and do it. The first one was fine. It was an Aerosmith themed one, but it was like all in the dark, and I didn't know that.
Oh, that'd be freaky.
I didn't see anything, so I was cool with it. So like, I didn't know what was going on. So we're flying fast. I didn't know we were going fast because I couldn't see things passing by me. We were doing loops and stuff. I had no idea until afterwards. Like, yeah, we had loops and twists. And I'm like, did we fucking really?
Wow.
Like, I'll be damned.
So was it like a roller coaster, or was it just like?
Yeah, it was like an indoor roller coaster. Yeah,
It's so weird.
yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like Space Mountain and whatever. That's like the one that like people have to go on when they go there. I did that one. Cool. Like I said, I fucking hate rides. So like, we went to Kings Island a few months prior.
I gotta
And,
look up Space Mountain because I'm not familiar with what that looks like.
Me either, because I had my eyes closed. But we went to Kings Island a few months prior,
Oh, what the hell?
and they had the huge ones, and I was like, "There's no." I went on one roller coaster.
Sorry, I pulled up a video of it. And it was extremely loud. What did you say?
Went to Kings Island a few months prior.
Kings Island's in Ohio.
Yeah, Sandusky, I think.
Is it? Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Cincinnati. It was like around Cincinnati. I think our hotel was in Cincinnati because we stayed the night there. And there were huge. I went over one big roller coaster, and then I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm good. I got my roller coaster kick for the rest of my life."
Yeah, I've been on a legitimate roller coaster once in my life. It was when we were younger. We went to Wisconsin Dells, and yeah, that was enough for a lifetime for me. I'm not a fan of roller
Really?
coasters or.
Oh, I hate
Oh,
it.
I've been on. I used to go on them a ton when I was a little kid. We'd go to Cedar Point once, twice a year.
What, 60, 70 years ago?
Probably.
Bit of a thinker.
20 years ago.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
at least
27, yeah.
20. But like we went like probably 6 years in a row.
Oh, shit.
But then we also went to what's that place in Illinois? God, I can't-
Great America.
I think so.
Six Flags Great America.
Yeah, Six Flags.
Cabrini
and then,
Green.
Then we went
Cabrini.
down to Florida. We went
Rod.
to. Yeah, we used to go and do go and ride roller coasters all the time. But like, I like the water parks though.
Oh yeah.
I hate water. Like I hate cold water. So and again, like Kings Island, I guess it wasn't that bad. Like going on log rides and stuff like that, where you would just kind of splash into water and it would get on. Not bad, I guess. But like, someone told me to do a cannonball into a cold pool.
No.
Slowly tiptoe until I'm nice and comfy.
Well, when we were younger, we went to that water park, and I feel like we both had more fun there than
Great
we did.
Wolf or Great Bear.
Great.
I think it was Wolf. Great Wolf Lodge.
One of the two, yeah. But yeah, I feel like we had more fun there than we did at Wisconsin Dells on the roller coasters and shit.
Yeah. Well, that's more controlled, I guess. The water's hitting you as opposed to you flying 30 miles an hour at.
Yeah. That's my big thing is control.
Yeah.
To where if you're in a roller coaster, 200 feet in the air, something goes wrong, you can fly off, as opposed to swimming in a pool.
Even though it literally almost never happens, the flying off. I think of the one time out of the thousands, like, that's going to be me.
Well, yeah, that's the same with me with plane rides. I will never get on an airplane.
Oh, really? I'm fine with riding in a plane.
Have you been on a plane?
I flew to Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, they drove there.
Welcome to Germany. How did you drive here?
But, yeah, I just remember one time at Cedar Point, there's this thing. It's called the Power Tower, and all it is just goes straight up.
Oh fuck, nope.
Fucking lost my shoes on it. After about the first 40 feet, my shoes just like flew off.
No, just being
Did you
that
find them?
I think I found one.
lodged in the side of someone's skull.
That's the way to end the vacation.
I guess. Go out on a bang. I could just getting up, like, it's one thing to fly up that high, but like just being up there and looking and going, holy shit,
Yeah.
I can see miles and miles and miles away.
Yeah.
This ain't cool.
Yeah, but
That's not cool.
I don't know. I used to have some bad experiences with it where I just get like heat exhaustion. Like same ride one year. I just fucking passed out on the ride.
Hell no.
From the heat?
Oh yeah, because it was like 105 out or something like that.
I've only ever had any sort of like heat related issues once. That was for a company I worked for a few years ago. At the fair parade, we had a float in it, and it was it was in the upper 90s that day, and we had a walk. I think it was like a 5-mile walk with the parade.
Hell no.
Not 5 miles?
No, I'm just saying hell no, like as
Yeah.
hell no, I'd never do it. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, it had to be 5 miles because we got there at 10 a.m. and me and a couple of my coworkers went to the restaurant in that strip mall there, and we each had a couple drinks while we were waiting.
At 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m. it was already almost 90 degrees out, so
Gotcha.
bad idea.
I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. By the time we got there, my heart was racing. I could barely breathe. I was so hot, like I wasn't even sweating anymore. And I went home and ended up passing out for like 12 hours. But the next day, I don't know if you remember, my whole...
Gloss over that little detail. Yeah, I was asleep for like 2.5 days.
I was in a coma.
But I don't know if you remember, my whole face was blistered from that. And yeah, I don't really have an end to that story, but that's the end of it.
Yeah, that's great.
It was not a good experience.
Okay.
I've got to take a pee break. Can you guys kind of bolster this for a minute?
Yeah, I think it'll be a little bit easier with someone else to be here today.
Yesterday when I had to pee, it was kind of like, well, I'm going to go pee too.
That's so me and Cody, we broadcast, we'll broadcast live from our PlayStation onto YouTube.
Uh-huh.
And I'll have to send him text messages, gotta pee bad, be back in 30, bye time. And he goes, yeah, so, we're over here playing, what's it called?
We're sponsored by...
And they'll go, yeah, Cody, great point. I have no idea what he was talking about.
Yeah, that'd be the hard thing, because every time I wanted to just be like, what were we talking about again?
Something about root beer.
Probably something about drinking.
Yeah, of course it's going to be something about drinking, so I'm here visiting for the first time in a few months. I don't get to get up here very often. I live in Noblesville, right outside of Indianapolis, so
yeah,
it's kind of nice being here. It's quiet up here, not, right outside the city. You know, there's no.
You think you're gonna end up moving out of the state anytime?
I'd love to move to Texas, honestly. That'd be great. I mean, the funny thing is, I said I'd like to move to Texas, and the only experience I have in Texas is in Fort Worth, which is a big city.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm talking about being in a small town as opposed to a big city. And then I go, I want to move to a big city in Texas. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, probably about a year and a half ago, I had to drive my mom down to Tennessee.
oh shoot,
Move her down there. But, just like driving down there and just being down there, I was just like, oh, this is a lot better. It was like May, and I think up here it was like maybe 50 or something. It was like 75 down there, and I was just like, oh, this is nice. And there's this drive, and I don't know if you saw it, but like there's mountains on both sides. It was just,
I was gonna say when we drove down to Orlando, we went through Kentucky, we went through Louisville, and then we hit Nashville in Tennessee, and just driving through Louisville and then Nashville, both towns was like, this is like, because it was dark outside because it was like midnight, 1 o'clock by the time we hit both of them, and I was like, this is just absolutely beautiful. Like, we saw the skylines, and we saw like the sports stadiums and everything like that. Super, like we saw where the Titans play, the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Super cool, really nice, really fun.
Like, did it kind of surprise you though? Like, as soon as you got over the Indiana-Kentucky border,
It was
how it was
yeah.
almost like big city, and then you go by like the Louisville Stadium, and it's just like, oh.
It was, I don't know what it is. It's just like
I passed it at about 10 o'clock at night, so it was just all lit up.
It was
gorgeous.
well, it was probably about 11:30 midnight when we passed through Louisville. Then another couple hours to get to what was I saying?
Nashville?
Yes, Nashville. And see the giant Titans logo on the side of the stadium. Really cool. And Dre's family was actually like in Nashville like for a night because they got a hotel and stayed there overnight or whatever. And
Yeah.
they went to like a big like square dance or country club or whatever the hell. Like they were all wearing cowboy hats and stuff, dancing to country music, and it's like, hot damn. I'd never go to dance to country music. Don't get me
Right.
wrong, that's terrible. But like going there and the food and the atmosphere and stuff like that, I think that'd be cool.
I want to take a second here to just as we're setting this whole thing up and getting all the software around.
Oh God.
Editor Tom, I come out of the bathroom and he's playing around on my computer, and he's got the excuse me, he's got the video software up, and he's got a picture on my broadcast stream or whatever you want to call it, and I don't think I'll get in trouble for showing this.
Is there any areola? Perhaps? No.
He searched for big fat anime titties, and if you're listening to this, not looking at it, it's 3 anime girls with big fat titties, and they're all kind of mushed in together.
Mushed.
All right, we're gonna.
It's very art. It's like it's art.
It's
We're
tasteful.
gonna take that off.
Very
now.
tasteful.
That was this. Tom is mine and Dan's youngest brother. How old is he? 19?
11? What year is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 19. 19.
He'll
No,
he's 19.
He'll be 20.
Yeah.
He'll be 20.
Well, yeah, if you're not 20 yet.
I'm getting a very important phone call. I have to step away for a second.
Put her on speaker.
Hello?
Speak of the devil.
I'm doing a podcast. What do you need?
What's a podcast?
Where are my
Give me one
glasses?
pee. Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, but the
All right,
person you called has a voicemail box
Who are you
that has
calling?
not been set up yet.
I was talking to.
Tried calling a friend, but rang once, went to voicemail. Don't know what's up with that. Hope he's okay. That never happens. He always answers right away.
Which friend was that?
It'd be Cody from the Dudes and Brews podcast over there on YouTube and Podbean at Dudes and Brews podcast.
Podbeam?
Podbean, BEN. like a social media site for podcasts, which soon we'll be hosting the Midweek Confession podcast over there on Podbean.
Yep. Here I'm hoping later this week to kind of branch out, get these videos edited down, get on some sites like that. And,
Yeah, but the good thing about Podbean is you don't need videos. All you need is the audio. Just
Right.
upload it on there, which you know because you've already looked into this and
Yep.
you've already told me that you wanted to get on the Podbean game. But figured I'd shout out the old Dudes and Bros, friends of the show on Podbean. Dudes and Bros, friends of the show.
I can't hear a word you're saying, so
Well, you can, but I'm whispering really close to the microphone, so the microphone should be picking me up.
can you hear what he's saying?
No, I can't hear what he's saying.
Steve sucks, asshole.
I heard that one.
I can hear it.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
All right.
What are you doing, Tim?
For what?
They're right there on the other side of the blue bowl.
Get out of here.
Keith, you.
Hey Tom, do you want to stop at the gas station for me?
Not really.
Where's he going?
To the gym. You know, I'll probably need to go before you get back anyways, that's fine.
Okay.
Alright, goodbye.
Be right back.
Are you taking a pee break?
Yes.
All right.
So Max, Dirt. I instinctively call you Max, but you're going by Dirty.
Go
So
by dirty.
lost my train of thought there. What are your plans for the rest of the evening here?
Well, after this, I'll probably end up heading home. Might go to the store, get some food. You know. I need to eat.
You sure look like it.
Thanks. I've been losing a lot of weight lately. I'm looking like an Ethiopian. Never mind. I'm looking very
That will
fit.
be. I will have. Hey Tom, when you're listening to this, make sure to mute that. Mute that out. You can't say. Yeah, I don't think you can say that.
Probably not. Get pulled by YouTube.
Well, I feel like no. This isn't going to be that popular. Like nobody's going to listen to this, so I feel like you can kind of get away with that. Like, you can probably get away with that one.
Yeah, maybe, but you know, I have to test the waters a little bit.
Sure.
Then I'll be dropping some really insane shit.
Um,
Some really insane shit. But like, if I have a question though, if we end up doing a video, are you gonna wear your MAGA hat?
why are you bringing up political things?
That's not political. It's a hat.
I mean, if I'm having a bad hair day and I need to wear a hat,
If I'm having a bad hair day.
I'll wear it or one of my other hats.
What other hats do you have? Like American Dreamer, like that one?
I've
Yeah,
got
he's
a,
got that one.
I've got a MAGA hat. I've got an American Dreamer hat. I've got a Valvoline hat. I've got a.
Which one are you most likely to wear in the event of a bad hair day? Oh,
To
no,
be
go
honest,
ahead and preface this and say I don't believe you.
Whichever one I grab.
course.
I wouldn't. My first choice for hat wouldn't be the MAGA hat or the American Dreamer hat because it makes my head look even bigger than it already is.
But he loves to wear it at like Kroger.
When I've been drinking.
Yeah, me too.
When we both.
But, so, one of these is.
Dude, the cigarettes smell like dick hole.
How many dick holes have you smelled?
1, 2.
College is a weird time.
You never been to college, Steve.
That's true. That's true. I feel like even if I did that, I wouldn't be smelling dick holes.
Yeah,
you bought a
did it all in
baker's
high
dozen
school.
there, Bab.
When you were in the bathroom, what did you say? And then halfway through, you realized, oh fuck, I can't say that. Well, no.
Me?
Set it up. Tell him.
I said,
Oh, you, I was like, I don't
need
remember
to
saying
eat.
anything.
I said, I need to eat. And he said, yeah, you really look like it. I said, yeah, I'm starting to look like a little Ethiopian.
You piece of shit.
But he got halfway through Ethiopia,
Looked like Ethiopia.
Ethiop.
and then he looked at me like,
Ethiopia.
You know, you're going to fuck up sometimes. At least I haven't mentioned any of your exes.
Why?
Wait.
This
By
comes out
name.
of. Yes, thank you for not using names, but we talked about this at length yesterday.
Dude, You have really poor choice though.
Where?
Gap Tooth and Big Show. And
You just don't like.
she was a bitch. Let's
Yeah,
just
she
face
was.
it.
I don't think I know who Gaptooth is.
Oh, you know who Gap Tooth is.
Oh yeah, I know who Gaptooth is. I know who Gaptooth is.
She actually got Invisalign, and that is not there anymore.
Yeah, because that's the biggest problem. That fucking cunt. Remix. Yeah, because that's the biggest problem that person has.
Yeah, no, but she's been spiraling recently from what I hear. She's
From the spiral.
She's dating a. I don't know if I can say it's a white. You can insult white people.
White nationalist.
No,
Yeah, go
white
ahead.
trash hillbilly.
Oh,
Who
well, that's
does-
a given.
Yeah, and oh my god, she looks horrible. She dyed her hair like a platinum blonde, but she still got the dark roots,
No, no.
and her eyebrows are still dark. So, and she's got that extreme fake tan. So you just look at her and think,
You know,
what trailer park did she roll out of?
Yeah, well, you know.
Max, can I interrupt your thought? Dirty, can I interrupt your thought real quick?
What?
Can I interrupt your thought real quick?
Possibly.
Okay, go
What
ahead.
was that really necessary?
I thought it was gonna be a lot better than it was.
Can you wheel that window open, please?
But,
It might be locked. You might need to unlock it.
like, I didn't even think to ask yesterday because you told that story. Do you think that because of the whole cops thing, do you think that she was fucking around with the cop?
Are you out of your fucking mind if you say no? If
Oh,
anyone
of
says
course,
no, I'm
of
gonna.
course, of course.
I just wanted to make sure that you thought that because I
Well-
remember when you told me, I was like, oh, all right, so she's obviously fucking around with the cop. But some people are just like so in denial, like, no, she would never do that.
Of course.
Well, I think she was talking to somebody. I don't think she was actively doing anything just
Okay, you're an
because
idiot.
because our work schedules were different. So I knew where she was, what she was doing. She worked from 3 to 11 every day, and she
So
was
you know.
huh?
So you think you know?
Yeah. I mean, I
You
feel like she
also
would
have
have
to
got
say-
fired, but yeah, no, I'm not stupid. I think she was at least talking to somebody. I don't know if she was actually getting dick down or not.
Plowing.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Plowing.
let's just say she was getting dick down.
Yeah, I mean, that's all evidence points to down dickage.
Yeah, and I appreciate the salt in the wound, guys.
No,
yeah,
we're on your side.
Yeah,
Did you just
yeah.
ash into that and then pour it into your drink?
I wanted to completely empty this out. This one's empty too.
I see. Okay,
Yeah, and you're so hurt over that.
clearly. Oh God. Oh, please help.
2 years later, you
Two-
shouldn't have,
that was
even,
2.5
you
years
shouldn't have
ago.
even been hurt after all that shit happened. You should have just been like, "Well, kill that bitch."
Yeah. Yeah, you should be in prison at this point.
Well,
If it were me, I would have taken a brick through the fucking through the windshield of her car.
the revenge I did get, I don't know if I told you guys this, was when I was in the hospital sitting on the bed.
After you have been held there against your will.
Yes.
Kidnapped.
Yep.
By the police.
Yeah. I, in a moment of genius, remembered that I had access to the Wi-Fi and TV passwords. So it all ran off Wi-Fi. So I went on there, I changed the password, and I logged out all the devices. So she couldn't use her phone. She couldn't, I don't think she could watch the TV. She couldn't do anything. And then she texted me talking shit, saying, why the fuck would you do that? Did you change the password? I didn't do anything to you.
Bitch, you just threw me into the hospital.
Excuse me?
I've been
can't
kidnapped
leave. Yeah.
on your behalf.
Like, literally, this is all your fault.
One thing I left out when I was telling you the story yesterday, after he put the handcuffs on me and before I got in the car, he was patting me down. He was searching me, going through my pockets.
That's a huge dick.
What's this? What's this? That's
my
me.
Can you at least finish?
But
Come on, I'm halfway there. I'm almost done.
the day before or earlier the day before, she had Norcos, and I've got shoulder pain, and I asked her for some pain medicine. She brought it to me at work. She brought me Norcos, and I had the baggie with one left in it in my pocket. And the cop's going through my pockets. He pulls it out. He goes, "What's this?" I said, I think it's Excedrin." I told her that my shoulder was bothering me, and I asked her to bring me some Excedrin. He goes, "This doesn't look like Excedrin." And he put me in the car. He went to another car and did whatever he was doing, and then came, and I forgot about it. On our way to the hospital, I remembered, and I said, "Hey, what happened with that pill? I told you it was an Excedrin, and you told me it wasn't." He goes, "Well, if it wasn't Excedrin, you would be going to jail right now instead of the hospital."
So it was Excedrin.
It was Norco.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is that line of reasoning would...
But what because she worked for the same agency that he works for. Yeah,
because they were buddies.
So I think he glossed over a felony.
Well, have you heard of the blue wall of silence? So
I've heard that, and I feel like I can figure out what it means, but...
So I know a person, I'm not going to say what my relationship to them is, but I've got a person who, they're like actively trying to get into the police force, and they're telling me about all these different things.
Right.
And this is in where I'm from, or around where I'm from. And, like, this person has already been to, like, the academy and stuff like that. And
oh, okay. So
just because of technical, they didn't have a driver's license, so they couldn't.
Right.
They couldn't.
Right.
They're like, try again in a year. But they educated them on the blue wall of silence, which literally is like a code that you follow to not rat on other cops or people who are affiliated with the cops. So pretty much this sounds like a case of, well, I'm not going to rat on this person because they had these fucking illegal drugs.
Right. Which is just absolutely
It's really not that surprising.
On the surface, if you're not familiar with how it actually works, how the criminal justice system actually works, or how the police actually work, it sounds insane. But yeah, when you're kind of familiarized with it, and I'd been in a relationship with her for a long time, so I heard about all the stories that they had. Are you making a phone call?
Hello?
Hey there, Dan.
Hey, Cody, what are you doing?
Oh, we were just setting up all the Christmas shit. What are you doing?
I'm on the air with Steve and Dirty. What are you doing? Or, I mean, how's your Christmas shit?
You're live on the air right now?
Live on... Well, not live, but we're on tape.
Who?
You!
Who? How's the show going?
Good?
I can't.
He said how's the show going.
Oh.
Not bad, I guess. Could be going worse. Could be dead.
Good.
Dirty, can you grab me a beer, please?
Reading is good. Go on to the story now.
Yes!
Chlorophyll man going on about God knows what.
You ain't cool unless you pee your pants.
Seeing your pants is cool. Consider me Miles Davis.
That is the grossest thing I've heard in my life.
Let's go!
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Cody. I'll text you.
All right, sounds good, man. It was a pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Declan Fuel.
That's who you tried to call earlier, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's good, obviously.
Friend of the show, Cody.
What did he say he was doing?
I'm putting out Christmas decoration, but it's like...
Already?
Yeah, 9 o'clock on November 2nd. 9:30.
Oh my god. I'm just scrolling through. That was chicken wings, Dirty. You just had some. It's just an ad on Reddit. Don't get excited. You can jump in the fridge if you want to. If you want to grab something.
Do you follow Shaggy Dog stories on Reddit? Do you know what Shaggy Dog story is?
A Shaggy Dog story is... Yes, it's some like long-winded story that really doesn't have like any sort of like
the conclusion
purpose
pretty much has like nothing to do with the like I remember back when I first tried to acquire a copy of Metallica's Master of Puppets in 1986, and then it ends with, yeah, and the guy ended up dying. Like, at the beginning. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of my stories go like that.
Yeah.
Scrolling through Ask Reddit here, I did this with Dirty yesterday. I found a good question that somebody asked, and we kind of got a discussion out of it. This one, has there been any brand that's lost you as a customer because of their actions? No?
No, I really give a shit.
Do you just not like the taste of Budweiser or Budweiser products? Because when I said I didn't want Budweiser earlier, you seemed very opposed to anything affiliated.
But I will never ever drink Bud Light. I will never spend money on Bud Light just because of how terrible it is. Budweiser, I will buy Budweiser every now and again. I have to be in the mood for it though.
Okay. So
tonight, I'm like, let me drink as many cheap, fucking, watered down beers as I can.
That's a fair assessment.
Here's this app that I have on my phone. It's called Show of Hands. It's just a bunch of polls, right? Like, they usually just give you two options. It's literally just poll after poll after poll. And usually they're not... Jesus Christ. So here's one. The First Amendment is first for a reason. Second Amendment is just in case the first one doesn't work out. That's a quote by Dave Chappelle.
Right.
Do you agree? Yes or no?
I would agree, not in the literal sense, but I agree with his
the idea.
What he's saying. Yeah. What do you think about it?
Well, let me just say yes,
okay.
Right? And 69% of people say the same as you, yes.
Right.
31% say no. And I do appreciate the what's the word I'm looking for? You know, yeah, the sentiment, yeah. Like, we have freedom of speech, and if the government decides they're not going to respect our freedom of speech, that's where the Second Amendment comes in.
Right.
But, like, I mean, logically, that doesn't make sense. Like, if the Third Amendment doesn't work out, good thing we got the fourth one.
Right.
You know?
What do you think about that, Dirty?
I mean, yeah, I think it is kind of just. I agree in a way. I agree in a way, but I mean, I don't really have anything to add to it to what's already been said.
You look like you're on the verge of death. Are you
I'm
tired?
a little bit tired.
I don't get tired.
You don't get tired?
I'm not a machine like you, Dan.
That's right. Painting or drawing?
Drawing.
Painting.
I need to pick one. Max said drawing first, and drawing gets the vote 58% to 42%.
That's a good. I'm gonna
show of hands. That it's such a good.
Well, I mean that question. Did I tell you this? I did a Bob Ross painting.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Paint along with it. I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get it thrown up here.
So they have kind of questions that they ask every week. So the moderate, like, so Show of Hands has polls, and then you can post your own polls, like with different answers and stuff. So Show of Hands weekly, that says, so this one is weekly tracker, November 1st. Do you think President Trump should be impeached? Yes or no?
No.
Executive order for yes. So 39% say yes, 61% say no. And the thing is, so you can break this down. So you can go to the results. What the hell is going on? So you can see state by state who says what. So we're in Indiana, and they say no. What is Oregon, Wyoming, Colorado? No, is that Colorado? What the hell is this? Iowa say yes. New York says yes. The 53% of females say yes. 95% of Democrats say yes. 16% of libertarians say yes, which is terrible for the party with which I identify. Right.
What do you think? Do you think he should be impeached?
I mean, are we going to really get to the root of my political...
No, because that's just...
Well, the thing is, there's no standard of impeachment. You know, you can be impeached for anything.
Right.
You can be impeached for having the wrong favorite color.
Correct.
Yes. Because literally any reason can be applied.
Okay.
I think he should be impeached because his shoe size is too big.
I think he should be impeached because he's just a big jerk.
Yes. I think he should be impeached because he looked at me the wrong way. Like,
I think he should be impeached because he's orange.
that
I
is
don't like
racist.
orange people.
But do you not agree, Dan, that going through with impeachment and attempting to impeach him would be bad for the Democrats? That he could use it as a rallying cry for... his base is... He could literally shoot somebody, like he said, and he wouldn't lose any of that base of 43% of people. But for the people who are kind of on the fence...
I don't think it would be bad for Democrats in the sense that they were actually able to follow through with, we had a plan, we executed the plan. As opposed to, normally what is, we have a plan, we're just going to kind of tap dance around it and never get to it. Which is what usually happens in politics is, we're going to do such acts of grandeur, but nothing ever comes of it. You know what I mean? Like it would almost be, I hate to say a display of power because nothing would ever come of it with how the fucking government works these days. But like the fact that they were actually able to follow through with plans that they had,
right,
would probably be like, oh shoot, they said they were going to do it and they did it. And probably didn't get him, they didn't get him impeached, but they said they were going to do the hearings and the proceedings and everything like that, but didn't happen.
But what I'm saying, yeah, they could have, they would have the ability to say that, but he would then in turn say, I told everybody it was a witch hunt. There's no, I did nothing wrong. They tried to impeach me. Obviously, that nothing became of it. These guys, they're just trying to target me because I'm a Republican, because I'm XXX, whatever you want to say. And with how, with air quotes, violently they're coming after him, those people who are kind of sitting on the fence, I think, will be of the opinion that they don't want anything to do with that because it's so ridiculous and so insane.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're both equally valid. Like, maybe not valid, but like, they would both be equally taken as the same, as they would both be as impactful as the other one. So
that's fair. Yeah.
To the same impact, the Democrats or people leaning left, even who don't know, would say, "Oh, they actually followed through with their plans."
Sure.
That would have the same impact as people who are leaning right or not necessarily Republican, but probably leaning that way would say, "Oh yeah, maybe that is kind of an accurate assessment of everything."
Right. And here's my Bob Ross follow-along painting that I did in
Friend of the show, Bob
about
Ross.
an hour and a half, with many beers in me. Not bad for having no artistic talent in my life. Okay, we're gonna get that out of here now.
Jamie, pull up. Oh, okay.
Gotta wait till I start making that Joe Rogan money, then
But
I can
I think
have my own Jamie.
last thing I'll say about this, the biggest problem is that there's a false dichotomy. It's either you're a Republican or you're a Democrat.
Right.
So people think, oh, but what if Trump says this to counter the Democrats? It's like, well, yeah, he could be equally right, but there's not only two choices. There's a cornucopia of choices. Shout out to Cody Smith, friend of the show.
What did you say?
Nothing.
What did you say?
I don't know.
You'll hear it when you're editing, or when Fort is editing,
Yeah. Tom is editing.
and he'll leave it in, so it's nothing bad.
But
His editing will be like
Get-
a minute. A minute.
Yes. Hey guys, remember when I fucking yes.
but
There you go.
Have you heard the Jim Ross song "My Ass"?
no.
Okay, good.
Is this protected by copyright?
No.
Pull out the YouTube, Jamie.
Jamie, pull us up.
Do you want? I think my mic picks up better. Do you want to?
Yeah, I'll hold on.
Your mic picks up everything.
You just give up. Dirty's talking with his microphone sitting at the table.
Okay. It's turned all the way up. Just hit play and put the speaker up to your microphone whenever, and just make sure it's not clipping.
We're just clipping where it tops out.
It's too loud, yeah.
Time has arrived. We are broadcasting raw live from my ass. Boom, boom! I'd rather watch two old women slap my ass. That's as tough as a chunk of my ass. Here comes the biggest ass. The big man is
Back it up.
Jim Ross. 350 pounds. Say hello to my ass. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest spectacle on earth. My ass.
Okay. Okay.
30 men will enter my ass.
Oh,
The
yeah.
most important thing to a tag team is my ass.
Okay, I've got to pee again. We'll be right back.
Don't kiss me. How about blowjob?
Working on it there, Dirty.
Oh, you can. It won't take too long.
I also like to live dangerously.
Ooh. So wait, because I haven't seen you really, and like what? Really,
Months.
2 years?
Yeah, I mean, prolonged period of time, yeah.
Yeah. So what are you doing now? Because before you were working with kids and all of that.
Yeah, no, so I'm doing asset protection with the Burlington stores. So I'm looking into like employee theft and stuff like that. So I watch a lot of the transactions, a lot of the weird transactions that happen, making sure what the receipts say happened actually happened. Which usually they're not 8 times out of 10.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Steve earlier about. So usually if I catch it quick enough, we can go ahead and talk to these people, like face to face, and say, "Hey, this happened. We know that you stole money or gave clothes away or whatever." But sometimes these people are there for like a day or two, give this shit away, give clothes away, give money away, and then just stop showing up.
Yeah.
In which case, like, the cops have to be called. So I was telling Steve Friday what happened was I found 2 employees giving away merchandise, giving away money, taking money, pocketing it on their own. And so we had to call the cops and file charges in the town, or in the city. And it's just like, these people think they can come in, just steal money from the till, and just leave. Like, oh, well, I'm there. You can't do anything now. I'm not there anymore. It's like the stupidest thing. It's like, we're not gonna not catch it. Like, they spend money on us for a reason, you know?
Does your company follow through with the charges, or is it just
yeah.
a...
Yeah, big time.
I don't know if it was just like a scare tactic.
Well,
or-
even like so at one of the stores, not my store, but a different one, people like steal like 4 pops from out of the fridges in the front, right?
Uh-huh.
So the thing is, we want to sit them down and do an interview with them and say, look, we just want the $9 back.
Right.
Just come back, give us the $9. You're fired.
Right.
Just give us the $9.
But we're not gonna...
We're not gonna press charges. And twice, people have walked out. So we sit down. We go, okay, here's the deal. This is my job. My name is so and so. I do this. And then they leave. And we go, look, it's really in your best interest if you don't leave.
Right.
And if they leave anyway, we go, well, we got to do what we got to do to get our $9 back.
Right.
Which is shitty. Like, it's $9.
It's shitty, but I understand.
But
that,
if you're going to try to shirk the responsibility onto somebody else to pay for the $9, like, what else can we really
Right.
do?
Right.
See, I because where I work, we completely got rid of loss prevention.
Oh, really?
It's just crazy because so in the training they tell us if you see someone trying to steal, don't confront them.
Oh, yeah. No, don't do that.
You don't confront them, and if they so pretty much because if the alarm goes off, you ask to see the receipt. If they don't comply and they just take off, don't confront them. Try and get the license plate. And it's just like, who's following up with this? Because we used to have loss prevention. Now we don't. Now we're our own loss prevention, but it's just like...
Do you have cameras in there?
We have cameras, but it's just... I don't see who's actually doing... Like, who's actually...
Monitoring the...
Yeah. So the thing is...
They're... Because we only have so many, we are constantly like understaffed. So there's like maybe 9 people working in the department.
Yeah.
And it's just like, how are you supposed to do that when you have hundreds of customers there?
Yeah. So my thing is like, with what I do, my bigger goal is for employees. Like, I am there to try to find like customers or whatever, non-employees who are trying to shoplift or steal or whatever. But the thing is, like,
most of the time it's the customer and an employee.
yeah, either they're working together or it's different case to case. But like more often than not, the employee is taking more money or causing more loss than any customer can because they're dealing with the money directly. Whereas you steal a bunch of $3 T-shirts, you're taking $30 from us. Whereas, a cashier can just take $300 out of the register, pocket it, which happens more often than not. But like, so we've got one of the stores, one of the guys that I know that I work with. Literally, he just sits in his office all day, and if he sees somebody that he knows has stolen, he'll just go to his office, sit, and then just call the cops and be like, "Hey, yeah, they're in here now. Can you just wait outside and scoop them up when they walk out?" And he sent videos of just people walking out with an armful of stuff, and there's like 6 cops standing there going, "All right, come on, like it's literally that simple."
What's the typical reaction of people who are stealing shit? Like when they walk out to the police like that? Is it
They freeze? It's a stop. It's look around. It's like kind of like a deer in the headlights. What the hell's going
what the
on?
fuck? Yeah.
Like I didn't expect to get caught because usually. So my thing is, I want to give them 2 or 3 times to get out with some shit to build a case against them. They left with $300 worth of merchandise this time. They left with $250 worth of merchandise this time. They left with another $300. So at that point, they've racked up $1,000 worth of stuff they've left with. So the 4th time I see them in the store, I go,
right,
okay, I know what they're doing here.
right.
Let's just go ahead and call the cops. Let the cops deal with all of it because I'm not going to tackle somebody over a few $100s worth of merchandise.
Yeah,
It's the CEO's merchandise. It's not mine. I didn't make the shirts or anything like that, Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, and too, you don't know if they got a gun, they got a knife.
usually they have mace or something like that. Like,
Right.
there were 2, like, it was a manager and a supervisor, 2 older ladies who got maced and punched in the face and stuff over, like, probably $500 worth of merchandise.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
I'm not even going to, like, I had these 4 girls, like, screaming at me, calling me cracker, and, like, flipping me off, and, like, fuck you, you're racist, and I'm like, I didn't even approach them, right? I was just watching them on the cameras, because I knew them, I knew who they were, so I was watching them, and they had someone on lookout, go up and tell them, hey, he's watching you, and they were flipping off the cameras upstairs, and they came down, talking shit, I'm like, okay,
Right.
and I go, have a good night, like, what am I supposed to say to you?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
It's just like, really my hands are tied, because if I say, hey, fuck you, I dare you to try something, and I get into a fight, I look like an asshole for beating up 4 girls. and if it's, oh, go ahead and leave with all my stuff, then all the employees look at me like, oh, you just let them leave with all of our stuff. It's like, well,
yeah,
okay, I'll beat up a bunch of girls next time.
Yeah, so it's kind of a catch-22.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember in like our training videos, there's like a training video. The guy, he's got like a trash can and he has a fucking saw in the trash can, and so obviously the associate opens up and he's like, are you wanting to buy this? And the dude and I swear, and I was watching the video and I started busting out laughing. He just goes, are you trying to accuse me of something?
No, that shit happens. That's exactly how it happens. That's literally. There are people. So there's this one guy. I'm not gonna say names or describe this guy at all. But every time he comes in, he'll stuff 2 things in his pants. And the last time because we're supposed to wait for them to come to the door before we do anything, right? But I saw him do it. I'm like, I'm fucking sick of this. So I go up to this guy, I go, take the shit out of your pants now. He goes, I don't fucking have anything in my pants. He says that as he's pulling a pair of shorts out of his pants. I don't fucking have anything in my pants. And I go, yeah, because you just fucking pulled them out of your pants. Like, I just watched you do it. Get the fuck out of here and don't come back. He's like, well, I don't know why you're accusing me of shit. And I go, stop talking. Just fucking leave and don't come back.
Some people need that talking to, though, because some
I haven't
people
seen
are
him.
just stupid.
It's been 3 months and I haven't seen him back in there. Ridiculous.
Taking a pee break?
Yes.
Right.
Oh my god. So how are you doing, Dirty? You
mean, I'm-
surviving?
Yeah, I'm surviving.
Grab a beer.
I'm not gonna grab a beer. We're like an hour and 15. I'm an hour and 15 late on the beer.
So, crack. You got to have one, at
I
least on the
had-
podcast. Just grab one.
I don't want a Miller Lite.
Grab one of his souls.
Yeah, I think I will. I just wanted to use my
Can you grab me another one too?
one of these.
No. Is there any of these? Thank you. Here, let me open that for you.
Yeah.
Did we talk about your shoulder yesterday?
Yeah, I think we mentioned it.
I don't think you talked about the drug they gave you at the hospital.
Oh, the fentanyl. Well, let's wait.
Did you hear about Max's shoulder? Did he tell you about it?
Oh, when he shoved it too far up my asshole and he hurt it? Or the other time?
More recently.
No, I haven't heard of that one.
Oh yeah, so I dislocated it like almost 2 weeks ago.
I think on
work?
Snapchat or something I saw about it, or Facebook maybe.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't work out or something about your butthole being sore.
Yeah. So I pretty much I don't even think I could be on the treadmill, even just holding onto it because it hurts so bad. Like, I feel like it would just pull it right out.
I have trouble walking, like my shoulders hurt when I walk,
Yeah.
which is insane, but yeah.
But so because I had to go to the hospital because they had to put it back in, fucking gave me fentanyl. Dude,
So they killed you.
best shit ever.
I can see why people OD.
like immediately I was like, oh my god, if they give me a prescription of this, I'm gonna be dead tomorrow. I'm gonna die because so they had the IV in me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they put it in through the IV, and it was like 10 seconds. And it hit, like all the pain went away. I was fucking happy as shit because I would be in like a real asshole.
Like usual, yeah.
I'd be a real asshole, and then like I was like chatting it up with the nurses, and fucking get over here.
Sit on daddy's lap.
But no, so they did that, and then right before when they're gonna put it back in, so they put like a blanket behind me. They had me sit up. They put a blanket behind me, wrapped it over me, right? They get this nurse who's like new, that has no idea, with control of the button with the fentanyl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many times she hit it, but like 1 second, like as they're wrapping me up, I'm like, I'm in pain.
I'm dying.
Next thing I know, it's fucking been 20 minutes, and I'm waking up. And I guess while I was like in this, I must have actually passed out, but like before I passed out, because I was saying some like outlandish shit.
Like, did they give you any examples of what you said, or was it just
The doctors and the nurses did not tell me, so I'm assuming I wasn't getting handsy with any of the nurses or anything like that, thankfully. And I don't think I was like catcalling them.
Yeah, nothing too horrible,
Yeah, I mean,
but pretty bad.
yeah, because but I do remember, and it was kind of like embarrassing because I had just found out that I gained weight during sober October, and I got like no shirt on. They have this.
Oh, they had you shirtless?
Yeah, they had me shirtless, but they had this like towel over like covering me, and this one nurse, she comes in and she's like, so how'd you mess up your shoulder? And that was after the fentanyl, so I was all like, oh, I was just at work and it went out. She's like, oh, I thought you were gonna tell me a cool story. I'm like, believe me, sweetheart, I would have told you a good story if I had one. And the old man my coworker who drove me there, who's like 56 years old, was just in there dying laughing.
Oh my god.
So, Cody wants to join again.
Okay.
Or he wants me to call him. So
Okay.
I'm gonna call him. Here he comes again. Let me know if you guys can hear him or not.
If we can hear him?
Yeah.
I gotta take these. I don't know why the fuck I'm wearing these.
Beer.
Hey.
Hey, Cody, what are you doing?
We are still just at it here on our fucking Christmas stuff. What are you doing?
You're on the midweek confession, Cody. You got anything to confess?
What's that?
You're on the midweek confession. Do you have anything to confess?
Yeah. Anus.
What do you say?
Entertain us, anus. Oh yeah, I heard it too. Any drunk stories of us on PlayStation there, Cody?
What's that?
Any stories of us on PlayStation late at night playing games?
Oh my god, man, I do have some stories. This past Sunday, I played some PlayStation about 3 hours after you and I got off together. And by god, Dan, I had about 6 more beers.
I can't hear
Well,
what
that's
he's saying.
fucking
but-
gross. He had 6 more beer. We were playing on Friday or Saturday night, and he and I both had quite a bit to drink, and I got off a while before he did, and he drank a lot more.
Nice.
Ouch. Anything else to confess there, Cody?
I played Red Dead Redemption, and I almost peed my pants when I came across this cabin that had a bear inside of it.
Okay.
That's about the only other thing I have to confess right now.
All right, Cody almost pissed his pants. 2K20.
Midweek Confessions, 2K20.
What do you say?
Midweek confession, 2K20.
Oh.
Some good shit.
Such great
So
shit.
What's the topic of the show? So I understand, midweek confessions or whatever. But like, what is there like a specific topic of what you guys are doing or?
Yeah. Anus.
Oh yeah, entertain us.
We've been all over the place, so. All right, Cody, I'll try to call you again if we can fit some kind of story into any kind of context.
Just call me without even a remote idea of what you want to say.
Yeah, Cody, wake up. It's 4 a.m.
Yeah, call me back at 4 a.m. We might have a good story here.
All right, Cody, we'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye, Dan.
See ya!
Bye.
What a guy.
Oh my god. So, speaking of drunk stories, as we alluded to yesterday, we didn't get to many of our drunk stories, I don't think.
No, because I
Dirty.
just talking about your
Yeah. Yes.
Well-
Yeah.
how depraved you are.
We're not.
You're an animal.
I hope you die.
I'm an animal.
You're fucking disgusting.
What makes you? Why do you say that?
Have you seen some of the women you've slept with?
Have you seen all of the women you've slept with?
Hey, at least some of mine actually look pretty. Ooh.
I'm gonna. I can't pull up pictures and put them on here of some of
Trust
the.
me, you can look them up. Look for farm animals.
Type in oink.
Moo.
Oh my god.
You disgusting. Like I said,
Yummy
I said,
menthol.
though, like you date pretty ones, but you just sleep with these messes.
Well, yeah, but I feel like there comes a point in your life when it's just.
When you should stop drinking.
Well, yeah, but when you just get tired of your hand and it's like, okay,
Yeah, 13, but like still not out banging anything that moves.
so kind of circling back to what I was starting at before we got back into this again.
Oh, I'm gonna bring it up every time I'm on. I'm gonna start telling people that you're banging people that you're not.
You know Rosie O'Donnell? Believe it or not.
He dicked her down. Dicked her down. Good.
Showed her what's up.
Isn't she a lesbian?
Who knows?
Not after that.
Who cares?
I'm trying to think of one of the more entertaining stories of you when you were drunk and embarrassed yourself.
What the hell's about these stories of him driving home after drinking a fifth of schnapps and like throwing up on himself in the
Oh,
garage?
that is one of the. Okay, so I need you to set this story up until when you got to my house, because obviously I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, and then I'll kind of take over once you get to my house.
Fill in the blanks.
I mean, there's really not a whole lot that goes into it.
Really not a whole lot I
woke
can
up at-
remember.
I woke up. It was obviously a day off, so I woke up at like 7 in the morning, and because the liquor store opened up at 7,
Of course.
and I went and I got a fifth of Burnett's vodka,
Ugh.
and I drank that. All right. So,
You drank some of it?
No, I drank the whole fifth.
Drink it.
I drank the whole fifth, and I think, but like I didn't drink it at like 7 in the morning. I drank it at like 10.
Oh, okay. Like 7:30, 7:45.
And I got to your house at about 11 or 12, and I think it was your day off as well.
Yep.
And I had told you I had drank a fifth of vodka, and you were like, "Oh, that's cool," not
It's
believing
sweet,
me at
bro.
all.
Well, I mean, you weren't really slurring your words. You were texting fine. You drove to my house,
Trust
15
me,
minutes
driving
away.
was never the problem.
So I thought, okay, it's noon or
He's fucking
whatever.
with me.
Yeah, he's fucking with me. So you get to my house and I'm
You had Grey Goose vodka.
Yep.
And for some reason, you were like, "Here you go, have this," and you gave me an entire. It was like 3/4 full. It
Yeah.
was like 3/4 full, and I ended up drinking it. And you're like, not surprised.
right. So after, were you still drinking it or had you finished it?
No, I had finished it.
So you finished it, and a girl I was talking to, she wanted to hang out, and she didn't drive, so I had to go pick her up. She lived
Because
away.
she was like, what, 13, 14?
She was like 10.
No, she's I think she's older than me. But anyways,
No. Fucking lie. She's.
how far away she live? It was about a half hour away.
Yeah, it was at least like 20, 25 miles.
Yeah.
Lord.
So
Shit.
We took my car. You got in the passenger seat, got in the driver's seat. We needed to stop and get cigarettes, and
yes.
so I drive to the gas station.
Mm-hmm.
You went in and got cigarettes. I got out of my car, walked around to the back seat of my car. No one's in the passenger seat. It's just you and me. You come out, you see me in the passenger seat, and I had
Back
the
seat.
window, in the back passenger seat, and I had the window down. I'm like, you drive. And you're like, that's weird. Okay. And so you got in and you started driving, and we were talking the entire way, and I guess I was doing fine with the talking, and I was very coherent for as drunk as I was.
Yeah.
And so we get there and we pick her up. She gets in the passenger seat. You're in the driver's seat. I'm in the back seat. And that's pretty much where I black out.
So you were still talking to us for a little while, on the way back, and I think there was a pause in the conversation. Nobody was saying anything, and my dad called me and said, "Hey, can you stop? Can you have Max get some beer for me?" I wasn't 21 at the time. I think I was 19, 20, whatever.
Well,
you were 21.
Dirty's 21, so you're probably, what, 6, 7?
Yeah. But
Classic old people jokes,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Never gets old.
So
Unlike me.
So I say, yeah, no problem. And I hang the phone up and I'm, hey, Dirty, my dad just called. He wants you to grab him some beer. I'm going to swing by the liquor store before we stop home. Silence. And I say, Dirty, did you hear me? And the girl I was with looks back and goes, he's sleeping.
Huh.
And this was only like
This is weird.
not even a 5-minute like from the last time we spoke until now. So like yeah, this is weird. Whatever. He passed out. Okay, we'll get there. I'll wake him up. Send him in to go and get some liquor or go and get some beer for my dad, and we'll head home. I pull into the liquor store, and I try to wake you up. I yell at you. I shake you. Nothing. No movement. I slap you in the face. I'm screaming. I've got my hands on your shoulders and I'm shaking you. He's not waking up.
Classic.
He's snoring.
Classic Dirty.
He's drooling. He's out. We spent her and I both spent probably 15 minutes trying to wake you up, yelling, hitting, anything we can think of.
Dipping balls in mouth.
Didn't work. So we drive back to my house, and I try to wake you up again when we get there. No luck. So I go and I'm like, look, I tried to get him to get beer, but he is passed out. I can't wake him up. So my mom comes out to try.
For reference, it's only like 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's
What, Wednesday or something?
so we're all sitting there like, what the fuck? Do we call the police? Or an ambulance? What do we do? He's obviously not right.
He died.
And I don't know how long it was, but we were probably trying to wake you up for a half hour, 45 minutes before your eyes shoot open and this look of panic comes across your face. And you don't say a word. You don't vocalize anything. You do vocalize. You say, and both your hands just start reaching. So I'm like,
That's offensive.
he's going to throw up. So I grab a empty paper McDonald's bag and hand it to you. You're sitting there, put it in your lap, and you just projectile vomit into this bag.
Oh, it's such good shit.
And the fucking bottom of the bag fell
Bottom
out.
of the bag fell out.
Oh, that's so good.
So he's got throw up all over his lap, all over the seat.
All over my seat.
Are you back conscious at this time, or...
Kind of.
So, we finally get you, after a while, I think we wipe you off or something. We get you out of the car and we've got a couch in the garage, and you lay there and you're just having a good old time. Kind of joking, but like, obviously super fucked up at this point in time.
Stay focused.
Yeah.
So we get you on the couch, and I go inside with the girl I'm with because that was my main focus of the day, was to get laid.
Main focus of the afternoon.
Yeah, was to get laid, and I didn't have that opportunity because I had to go and check on you every 15, 30 minutes to make sure you were still alive.
Oh, boo-hoo. I feel so fucking bad for you.
Yeah, you spent the better part of the night on that couch.
Yeah. Surprised I didn't die.
Yeah.
You spent the best part of 4 to 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
I just remember I went to work the next day and like I still had puke in the backseat of my car. It was almost like summertime. And then I came out from work and it was just, I was like, oh my god, this is fucking awful. This smells just like puke. And it's been hot. It's just been sitting there for the last day.
Dump some Robitussin on it.
Terrible.
That's good shit, pal.
All right, before we wrap this up, do you guys have anything to add in? We've been at it for an hour and a half now. I need cigarettes.
I'd say go ahead and look up the Market Zero podcast on YouTube, as well as the Dudes and Brews podcast. Cody Smith and I, who was on the phone earlier, we have the Too Sweet Life of Dan and Cody, as well as the Wasted Wings show on that podcast, as well as Cody having his own podcast with his brother and his friends. So I'll go ahead and look that up. Dudes and Brews, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat.
Dudes and brews, or dudes and
Dudes and like the letter N and Brews.
Gotcha. Do you have anything to add, Dirty?
No, I've got nothing.
Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and end this, and I will talk to you guys again hopefully soon.
See ya!